and welcome into To Your Health. You know, we've told you all along that you have to be responsible for your own health and your own life, because obviously it's all you have to do is watch the news and you see that doctors are diminishing. It's harder to get appointments, so why not take care of yourself? Well, I made the move, and today I have with me Carl Schmidt, and you are the owner, proprietor. You do everything at the Herb Shop,
At the Herb Shop,
which is located in Montgomery, Alabama. And about a couple of weeks back, I went in and said, okay, Carl, I'm 77 years old. I want 20 more good years. So we started looking at some things to do, and we did a couple of analyses, didn't we?
Right. So our analysis are looking for things that we're not looking at what doctors look at. We're looking at function before it becomes a dysfunction.
Okay.
So we want to see what's on the verge of not working before you manifest a variety of symptoms. Medicines are addressing a symptom. We want to address the cause. So one of the tests is called our biological terrain assessment. And in the biological terrain assessment, we use first morning saliva and first morning urine, and we get factors. We get the pH, which is how acid and alkaline. Anybody that's had an aquarium or perhaps a swimming pool knows that they've got to monitor the pH.
Constantly.
And so our body has very intricate pH ranges it must work in, and so that's why we use that. Now, we all need energy to burn fuel and to be active and to even have a thought. And our energy is a big word. It's ATP is the abbreviation for that energy. And it's a redox potential as part of that process, how our body makes that cellular energy. And so we measure components of that in the saliva and urine too, so we know if your body can produce it and if it can burn fuel correctly.
And you need that to make sure that you're going to have a very good day and not be just moping around all day.
So when it comes to weight management, fuel consumption is really important, because if you can't burn calories at the cellular level, it doesn't matter what your thyroid values are, you still won't lose weight. And so it's a real part of weight management is that. And then the other factor is called resistivity, is how your body accepts nutrition. And then all these calculations go into a big calculation and give me this graphic to show me if perhaps there's a bacterial issue or a viral issue or a bacterial issue. So I need to kind of look deeper and ask more questions about a history and any symptoms that may be associated with those. I do some additional urine testing with a dipstick and tells me if there's certain factors in the urine that could verify a bacterial issue or other infections going on. Then I'm going to see if you have mineral deficiencies as something else to investigate, or heavy metals. And I use another test that we did that we scanned to see what your mineral levels are. So calcium, magnesium, potassium, 20 different minerals done right there on the spot. It's a type of laser that can tell us exactly.
And these are all things you need to function on a day-to-day basis in the right way.
And heavy metals, cadmium, mercury, lead, those can interfere and create a workload on your body that if we can remove that workload, the body can accomplish other productive tasks instead of fighting something that's invading or a weakness on the body. Other features are deep cellular chemistry. So the mitochondria, the cellular health, the fluid around the cells. We have to understand why the cells aren't producing. So when diabetics, when I work with them, they may be on 2 to 3 blood sugar related things, they may even be on insulin, and they're still having a high A1C above 5.5. And so they're still diabetic, maybe even decades of being under medical supervision. So nobody's ever really gotten to the root cause of why they're insulin resistant.
In other words, that's all that medicine's kind of controlling it, so to speak, if it can.
It's controlling the high end of something, but it's not getting the cells to do their work. It's compensating. And so then we're going to see other features like digestion and intestinal health, and then other functions like thyroid and adrenal, and they do tag team on your metabolism and your energy, and even mental clarity is related to how these hormones signal one another. Then we're going to see how well the lymphatics and kidney and how your body clears, basically how it takes nutrition in, uses that nutrition, the metabolic waste, the kind of the just like a car has heat or exhaust from its production of energy to make the car move, our body has heat and waste, and it has to get rid of those. If it can't do that efficiently, then the body's not working correctly. So we're working on getting the body to work as optimally as possible, and that helps slow down the aging process and make you feel better.
Okay, listen, I'm going to have you come back next week because I'm going to talk a little bit about hydration, which is a real important part of all this stuff.
Definitely.
And just remember this, if you need some information, it's the herb shop. Go in, get a quick test, and you're going to find out what's going on inside of you, because we're all unique and we're all made by God in a very unique way. So use the herbs that are part of God's plan on the earth, and you're going to be doing much better. We'll be right back right after this.